Have you ever heard of counter steering? A lot of people have, but they don't know exactly how to do it. And today, in a few minutes, you will learn how. Counter steering is pure physics, but I won't go into that part. This class is going to be strictly practical. Counter steering is enough to do any curve and well, as long as you obey the speed limits, which I always recommend. If you ride at 90 miles per hour or above, this video is not for you. So, what's the big advantage of counter steering? The advantage is the effort is rather small, so you may be able to travel comfortably for 8 or 10 hours or more without getting tired. That said, let's move on to the technique. If you push the right side of the handlebar forward, it turns to the left, right? And if you pull the right side back, it turns to the right. In counter steering, if you turn the handlebar to the left, the bike leans to the right, and the opposite does too. Counter steering is just about this. So let's practice. We're gonna perform the dynamics with one hand on the handlebar, just the right one. If you are not still confident enough, you can keep the left hand close to the lever, but you have to drop it completely. Counter steer starts work at 22 miles per hour. So, in a straight line, within a lane without leaving it, at 30 miles per hour or more, without slowing down, place your left hand on your waist and pull the handlebar, obviously using your right hand. Approaching the edge of the lane, push the lever forward and keep pulling, pushing, pulling, pushing, pulling, and pushing continuously. Make a broad movement that brings you closer to the edge of the lane, as shown in the video. In this first moment, you need to push it smoothly, with more or less the same strength you use to hold a cell phone. As you gain confidence, start to gradually increase this strength, and consequently, the zigzag will happen faster. What I want here is that you get used to the bike response as you move the handlebar. You don't have to worry about leaning your body or pushing the foot peg strongly, okay? Just let your body go with the flow. Do it as relaxed as possible. If you are already doing it nicely, faster, leaning well, you may put your left hand on the lever and use it to help the right one. Right pulls, left pushes. Left pulls, right pushes. Very gently. If you, like me, live somewhere with bumpy pavement, my suggestion is to use these defects to play around dodging potholes or marks on the ground, using the counter steer. This will help you to master faster and even notice the power of the technique. Well, technique mastered, it's time to hit the road for the real curves. On the highway, just do exactly what you have trained, this time at a higher speed. On the video, you can see that I'm faster, around 55 miles per hour. To make it easier, think about this. I push to the side I want to turn. If the turn is to the right, push the right lever forward. The tighter the turn, the stronger you push the lever. And keep pushing it until the turn is over, then gradually ease up. If you are losing the turn and are not confident to force the counter steer even more, release the accelerator, keeping the technique. In fact, it's even better to practice, at least at first, on a road with multiple lanes, because if you start to escape on a tangent, the risk of going off the road or invading oncoming traffic is much lower. Turn left, push the left lever. To help, pull the right one simultaneously. And to become well trained and used to it, with no fear, trying to find a place with many curves, like a mountainous region. And always ride with people better than you, and you will improve without realizing it. This final part of the video is just to show that the effort of counter steering is minimal. The bike I'm riding weighs about 800 pounds, and you can make the turn using just one finger. Look at that! It's very smooth. Well, as I said at the beginning, you don't need another technique to perform a good turn, as long as you are within or near the speed limits. If you want to learn more about this and many other techniques, including turning, search for Master Easy. The Instagram is mastereasy_moto e habilidade. Thank you for watching, and if you like it, help us to make the world safer by sharing.